Greetings and salutations. Like I said in the last episode, I wanted to turn this out rather quickly because we're getting somewhere, and I want to know what we're getting, so let's find out. She's interesting.
Good morrow, Mistress Fortescue. How may I do you, sir?
Oh, Dr. Foreman, I have urgent need of your advice. Oh, woe! I know not what I am to do.
On my word, madam, I have never before seen you in such a state. Pray tell, whatever can the matter be?
'Tis my husband, Captain Fortescue. God mend me! He has been implicated in a conspiracy to commit treason.
Ah, yes, your husband, Captain Henry Fortescue. He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh, is he not? Oh, methinks I see your problem. For Raleigh has been implicated in a plot against our new king, has he not? 'Tis said the plotters wished to oust the king and install the king's cousin on the throne. Or was Raleigh involved in that other plot? The one to kidnap the king and force him to appoint a more religiously tolerant privy council. In truth, there are so many plots against the English throne these days, 'tis hard to keep abreast of them all.
Indeed, I know not which plot Sir Walter was arrested for, but I have heard tell that the Privy Council seeks to find conspirators amongst his associates. Hence I have been hiding my husband in our cellar and pretending he's still away at sea.
But why would your husband fear arrest? Was he involved in Sir Walter Raleigh's plot?
Nay, he was not. But all London believes that he and Sir Walter are very great friends.
Ah, yes, I see. But what of your own friends, Mistress Fortescue? All those lords, ladies, and bishops who have so oft graced your table, would they not speak in your husband's defence?
Well, dear Emma says she will speak for my husband, but alas, she now has little influence at court on account of some scandals of her own. As for my other acquaintances, they have all disowned me. They decline my invitations, and no one is at home to me when I call upon them. Even Sir Munchelot has stopped speaking to me.
Even your parrot, madam? On my word, that is very cold.
I beseech you, sir, read the stars and tell me how I might save my husband from arrest. Pray assure me he will be safe.
Let us see, then. Is Captain Henry Fortescue in danger of being arrested for treason? If so, what might Mistress Fortescue do to prevent it?
Oh, lordy. That was a lot. Sybil Fortescue is deluded and has lost touch with reality. God will punish Captain Fortescue violently for his part in this conspiracy. The Fortescue reputation is dead. They will go down in history as traitors. It's lovely. The king will soon be waging a violent war in a foreign country, thus distracting him from hunting for Raleigh's co-conspirators. Mrs. Fortescue may be optimistic about her husband's fate, for the plot against the king will soon be taken far less seriously than it is now. Despite what she may think, Sybil Fortescue can still use her social authority and influence relationships to aid her husband. The intelligent course is for Sybil to keep her distress a secret from the world and behave as if she has nothing to fear. Guys. I don't want to tell her he's going to get killed. I also don't want to say that it's not going to happen. But at the same time, pretending it doesn't exist, how is that for an option, I ask thee? It doesn't seem great. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Okay. I'm not gonna tell her that her husband's gonna die. That doesn't seem very nice. Because I don't recall him ever really doing much of anything. Like, he was just He sent her things, but it wasn't. I guess, yeah, she did talk about him being really close to him all the time, but it wasn't like, I don't know. I don't know. He sent her all the fancy foods, guys. She's been a joy to deal with as well. Is this her last time here? Yes, I've already received her letter. Doesn't matter what I tell her then. Let's tell her the one that makes her feel good.
Madam, although your friends in the royal court may no longer own you in public, perchance they could be prevailed upon to act on your behalf in private. Verily, madam, I urge you to write to them and bid them use their influence in your family's favour. Mayhap they can quietly speak well of your husband to the king and to the lords of the Privy Council. In the meantime, you must behave as if you have nothing to fear or be ashamed of, as if your husband is full innocent of treason. Hold your head high, Mistress Fortescue.
But oh, Dr. Foreman, surely you see how low I am come.
Madam, have you not before suffered the slings and arrows of social misfortune and yet risen victorious?
Well,
You had a house full of guests purging from all their orifices, and yet you did not waver. You suffered an attack upon your mucosal membrane by the most fiendish of New World fruits, those known to affright the bravest of conquistadors, and yet you soldiered on. And after you played the fool before lords, bishops, and countesses, still they thronged for invitations to your luncheons. Truly, madam, are you not a leader amongst women? Reclaim your place at London's dinner tables and use it to save your husband. Take back your Camelot.
indeed, sir, I shall not be cowed by spiteful wagging tongues any longer. I now go forth to restore my husband's honour and our family's good name.
Fare you well, and Godspeed, Mistress Fortescue.
That was sweet. The court wished to know whether her husband would be arrested for treason and how she should prevent it. Did advise the court to write to her friends and have them use their influence to in private aid her husband. I did also counsel her to act as if nothing to fear, to help convince the world her husband is innocent. Methinks the court is most pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. I will find a way to save my husband from the tower, for after all, tomorrow is another morrow.
Good day to you, young sir. May I say, your playing of Titus Andronicus's comely mother was excellent. Well, a wondrous performance, Mr. Bell.
Yay! I did get to play the role of Tamara in the end, but it weren't on account of changing my hair, innit? Lightning made it too fair. All the other players are like, bruv, you look like a Neverlander or something.
Ah, I must own I did not account for the risk of that.
Boss man only let me keep the role because Mistress Burbage made him. This why I need your help, Doctor, for now she says I'm in her debt and she's asking me for things.
Ah, she wants her pound of flesh, does she?
I said, she does. And she's told me in bare detail which part of my body she needs to have it from.
On my word! But surely, Mr. Bell, if Mistress Burbage's attentions occasion you discomfort, you have merely to tell her so. Make it plain you wish your relationship to remain professional and bid her abstain from any amorous advances.
You what? Nay, sir. If I air her, she'll be vexed and I could lose my job. Know you what I mean?
Ah, I see, yes. If she were to take umbrage, she might use her influence over her husband to prevent you from getting work. Well, I do have a recipe for a very effective aphrodisiac. Nay? Then let us see what the stars advise. How might Humphrey Bell calm the ardour of Mistress Burbage without it costing him his career?
Lovely. Oh, two options. Mistress Barge has choleric temperament when it comes to affairs of the heart. She prefers to be the one in charge. What does that even mean? She is troubled with a habit for indulging in lustful passions. Neither of these are useful. I don't know. I don't. Like, what is it supposed to do? Like, what does this even. Does it even matter? These are useless to me. And neither of these are going to help him. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I have no rhyme, no reason.
The stars indicate that Mistress Burbage harbours an excess of choler in her heart. It has given her a somewhat dominating disposition, and such women oft show a preference for men they perceive to be submissive.
What are you saying, Doc?
Perchance if you were to adopt a more assertive, commanding demeanour, Mistress Burbage's lustful ardour may be tempered.
What you mean, like, be all hench and that? I will not lie, 'tis not me though, innit? You heed me?
But you are a skilled player, are you not? Think upon it as a role I have given you, as if all the world's a stage, and you are merely playing. At being, hench, as you so call it. You can do it, Mr. Bell.
Aye. Yea, methinks I can. I thank you kindly, Dr. Foreman.
No, he liked it. What the French toast? The wife of one of the client's bosses has designed upon his person that he wished to know how to calm her ardor. I did suggest Mistress Burbage had a choleric heart, and that if he, the client, were to adopt a more dominant posture, her ardor for him may cool. Methinks the client was a little pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. Next time Mistress Burbage stokes the fire and tells me to take off me doublet, I'll tell her, man's not hot, isn't it? What? Sir, I have the best tidings. I have managed to use my influence to ensure my husband is safe from the executioner's block. Indeed, my petitioning of courtiers and their wives has been so successful that the royal court is now abuzz with the talk of the innocence of Captain Fortescue, and how he has been the victim of a gross miscarriage of justice. A sonnet upon the subject has been composed. I hear tell that Mr. Shakespeare intends to write a play about it. Your most grateful of clients, Sybil Fortescue.
Here comes crafty Emma. What does she ask for now? Many times a week it is needless to see her. Despite her sweet, may she be saved. For most of what God gave. Here comes crafty Emma. What does she ask for now?
I don't like her. How many more business do I even have with Emma Sharp? This is my last one. I'm not getting a letter from her. It doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I already have my medical license. I don't need her.
God give you good day, madam.
Good day to you, sir, and well met.
Before we begin, may I offer you my deepest condolences for the death of your husband, Mr. Moore.
Oh, yes, Lancelot. He died on the battlefield in Ireland, as 'twas to be expected. Indeed, 'twas my reason for sending him, as you correctly surmised upon our last meeting.
Madam,
For in truth, the little shrub humper was testing my patience. If I'd had to endure another word of his wretched sonnets, I would have had to beat him to death myself. Having the Irish do it merely saved me the bother.
Madam, are you quite well? You do not seem quite yourself.
Dr. Foreman, I am more myself than you have ever seen me, for during these past years I have been playing a role that has served me well, to be sure, but I am grown tired of it. Indeed, I am not proud of my dissembling. I'm not proud of some other things besides.
And doubtless you are come to unburden yourself by confessing your, what those things are.
What? Nay, of course not. As I was saying, whilst my dissimulations have afforded me wealth and status, such a life as I have lived has not fulfilled me. For though I have been married many times and known many men, I have always lacked one important thing.
A moral compass?
And that thing is love. In short, I have found love, Dr. Foreman, and the object of my affection is not one of these privileged popinjays I've met at the royal court. Nay, 'tis a real man, a man who knows what it is to make his own way in the world.
Oh, you mean to say, you mean you and I?
Verily, upon seeing him play Tamara in Titus
Oh,
Andronicus
Lord.
in the Globe one even, I was, well, my heart was took.
I see. You are in love with a player then, I take it.
Aye, and I wish to marry him. But first, I would know whether such a match be advisable. Is our love true, or is my considerable coin and property where his true affections lie? Such a deception would not surprise me in truth.
Well, nay, doubtless it would not. Let us see whether the stars can tell us.
It's Humphrey. Emma's bow hides evil intentions. Emma's head has been turned. She is deluded in her hopes. The mind of Emma's beloved is on the coin he would inherit when Emma dies. Pardon me. If Emma and I were romantic partners, I would not trust her. Emma's duty as a wife would be impossible to fulfill. It is cruel to deprive a man of children. Emma's relationship with her younger man has changed her. A marriage between Emma and her beau would be faithful and enduring. If she were to kill Humphrey, I would have to kill her. But she has owned up to everything she's done, essentially. She's told me that she did it all on purpose, all these things. She's built a life for herself. She needs for nothing and wants for nothing. Can we believe her that her feelings are true and that the love is real? Can we do that, ladies and gentlemen? Oh. Okay, look. I guess she can't have kids. I'm assuming she's older. But, okay. This is what my gut tells me. Because she does seem sincere. And, I mean...
The stars bless the match between you and the young man.
They do not think it would be bad for him in some way. They do not judge.
The chart indicates that your relationship with this young man has changed you. It would be a faithful, lasting marriage.
Verily, I must own I dared not expect such a happy ending to my story. I thank ye heartily, Dr. Foreman.
The Count did wish to know whether she should marry the young player she is in love with. I did advise the Count to marry the young beau. He thinks the Count is most pleased with the reading I gave today. Yet another letter. I shall go this evening to the playhouse. Go. and asked my Humphrey to ask me to marry him.
Humphrey Bell, our thoughts we must disclose. For your acting is fine, you were to marry.
What does what?
Hurry, bide, no, sit down, recline, upon this couch and take
Oh my lord! You leave him alone.
Good day, Mr. Bell. I see here in my notes the last time you came to us for counsel regarding Mistress Burbage and her
Aye, and your
tender
advice to be
advances.
dominating her were very well. This made Mr. Burbage start seeing me in a whole new light, innit? He was well impressed when I told her to go make me some pottage before rehearsal.
If you are so eager to comport yourself like a man, Humphrey, methinks 'tis time you did so upon the stage.
I see. So, as well as resolving the matter with Mistress Burbage, you have also been promoted to playing male roles now. On my word, that is very well to hear.
'Tis about another lady I'm come this day. 'Tis a member of the audience who comes to all my performances and brings me flowers and sweetmeats. A mature lady. A widow, innit?
Another one. On my word, you are most ill-fortuned, Mr. Bell. Verily, are no young players safe these days from being preyed upon by lecherous old ladies?
'Tis not all ladies, Dr. Foreman. Not this one, anyways. Emma ain't like any of the other ladies I've met. In truth, Dr. Foreman, we wish to be wed. I love her, innit?
Ah, then what is your trouble?
Well, I've heard tell of some vexing things. There are them that say she has a heart of stone and only marries to get her hands on a man's money. Though I have none, and she be rich. But she has been widowed many times, and there's even a rumour saying she's had a hand in her husband's deaths.
Oh, verily? How shocking.
Yeah.
I must own to being a trifle shook by it, and maybe a bit excited as well, but mainly shook, innit?
Doubtless you are, for 'tis most frightening if there be any truth to these rumours. We must consult the stars and see whether it be wise for you to marry. Should Humphrey Bell wed this wealthy widow, and what will become of him if he does?
Let's see if we can find some truths in here. The lady's psychotic instincts regarding the amassing of wealth has changed. The rumors about the lady are cruel. Humphrey can expect a pleasant inheritance from this lady, as she is very rich. In time, if he keeps the faith, Humphrey will have children with this lady. Well, we already said she couldn't have kids. Beneath her gentle exterior, she harbors hidden motives. A death will occur on the couple's honeymoon. The lady has a creative approach to marriage and is not to be trusted. Look, I told her it would go well. I will tell him it will go well. If both are loved, yes, we will let them have their love.
Mr. Bell, it has been my privilege to guide you over the years in matters of work and in life. Wisely, I hope, but certainly with the greatest sense of care for your well-being. Indeed, I have come to think of you as a father might think of a son. 'Tis a responsibility I have not taken lightly, and in loco parentis, as it were, I feel an obligation to...
Sir, begging your pardon, sir, but I'm gonna stop you right there, because I need to know, innit? Should I marry Emma or not?
Yes, I believe you may safely marry this lady, Mr. Bell. The stars suggest the rumors you did hear about her are needlessly cruel.
So this all lies then?
No.
Well, not quite all lies, nay. The stars do also indicate that the lady was formerly most fixated upon the acquisition of money, though 'twould seem she no longer harbours such pecuniary passions, such as is consistent with her desire to marry a penniless player such as yourself.
Sir, then 'tis decided. I shall marry my dear, sweet Emma. I'd be honoured if you came to see us wed, Dr. Foreman, if you be not too busy in that.
The honour shall be all mine, young Humphrey.
Aw, Humphrey. The Count did wish to know whether he should marry a wealthy widow. I did advise to marry the wealthy widow, Lady Imadiah. Methinks the Count is most pleased with me the rating I gave this day. I got so many letters, guys. I'm making it rain them letters. Methinks I shall retire from the stage once I'm wed, mayhap do some charity work or something.
Many oft takes her young niece to the cock-fighting pits. She prefers a hanging, though she readily admits. Viewed after drinking tonic wine until she's off her. La 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 la.
They fa la 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 her a lot.
Good morrow, Mistress Payne. It has been quite some time since I last saw you. Did you ever hear from the Archbishop? I recall your husband was intending to write to him, expressing your concerns about the Continentals.
Aye, we did write, but he never replied. Not that I am surprised, mind you, as they do say that Archbishop Whitgift is a very idle man, not to speak of the unsavoury goings-on within the walls of Lambeth Palace. They say that in the great dining hall the Archbishop and his guests do feast and carouse from dusk till dawn, and 'tis said that in some of the palace rooms they indulge in fornication and sodomitical sins.
Verily, indeed. Then, doubtless that leaves him very little time to reply to every...
Truly, methinks being surrounded by such decadence and corruption of the flesh is likely to have made the Archbishop very hard. Aye, bearing witness to so much vice would make a man very hard indeed. Hard, Dr. Foreman? Insensible to the needs and difficulties of ordinary folk such as you and I. Verily, I do not wonder that such a hard man gave me no satisfaction. Which is why I am come to you this day, Dr. Foreman. Something
Phrasing.
troubled me last night, and I would have you tell me what it might have been.
I will if I can, madam. Prithee, describe it to me.
Well, at first was the noise of a boat that did awaken me. I got up out of bed and went to the window to see what was. As you know, on 4th Street we are right by the banks of the Thames. In the moonlight, I could just make out a ferry crossing the river, loaded up with large barrels.
And you thought it suspicious?
Aye, indeed, for the hour was very late and the boat's lamp was not lit. I did not wake Mr. Payne to ask his opinion, for, in truth, he has told me he wishes to hear no more about the things I see from our window. So, I am come to you, for I can have no rest until I know who those men were and what they were doing. Who knows what foul deeds may be afoot in Lambeth Town? Mayhap the men I saw were Catholic spies, engaging in some manner of nefarious plot against the realm.
Then let us see. What does God have to say regarding this boat you saw crossing the Thames last night? Was it some kind of elaborate Catholic plot, or is there a more likely explanation?
No. Okay, I was getting noticed there. There's no. I was like, there's nothing. Okay. Unpleasant and delusional. That seems fair. She wants to change the world. That is the legacy, and she intends to leave. Is unhappy with her children. They're doubtless grown up, and now what does that have to do with anything? Transporting over questionable province. The information should be reported to the authorities, ideally a friend or acquaintance with some connection to them. The boat journey was undertaken for evil purposes. The ambitions of disloyal, untamed forces are at play here. That seems like something she will enjoy.
You did well to come to me, Mistress Payne. The stars confirm that the events you witnessed last night do indeed portend of doings of a most foul and sinister nature. I will pass your information on to one of my querents, whom I may not name, but who is a member of Her Majesty's Secret Service and reports directly to Her Majesty's Privy Council.
I knew I could rely upon you, Dr. Foreman. You and I doing such important work together. We make quite the team, do we not?
I would not say that precisely.
Do not be falsely modest, Dr. Foreman. False modesty is naught but the sin of vanity in disguise. Now, I must to home hasten to tell my neighbours. Forsooth, I must warn them of this grave threat and bid them keep a watchful eye on our local Catholics. Blessed day, Dr. Foreman.
I hate her. Corin did wish to know whether a boat crossing the Thames in the middle of the night was part of the Catholic plot against the realm. Did tell the client that I would pass information on to the relevant authorities. Note to self, tell Christopher Marlowe. Methinks the court is pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. I shall tell my neighbours Dr. Foreman and I are relaying my information to Her Majesty's Privy Council.
Hear ye, hear ye! Catholic terror plot to blow up Parliament foiled! Gunpowder barrels discovered in cellar! Hear ye!
Disturbing reports just in from Westminster that barrels of gunpowder were discovered in a cellar under the House of Parliament late last night. Sources indicate that this gunpowder plot was a Catholic conspiracy led by Robert Catesby and assisted by Continental by the name of Guido Fawkes. I have no idea.
'Tis well to jest at Mary Payne, 'tis well to sneer and mock, until her views become the norm, then 'twill be quite a shock. But for now let's laugh at her and how her niece loves. How her niece loves la 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 la.
That makes no sense to me, but they follow la her every time, and she was just here. She was the last quarantine I had. Why is she back?
Good day, Mistress Payne. You seem in good cheer.
That I am, Dr. Foreman. This day I am taking my niece on a lovely outing to see the cockfighting in Vauxhall.
Ah, there is a cockpit in Vauxhall now, is there?
Aye, and a very fine one. And I did think we need a nice day out to turn our minds away from that terrible affair of the Catholics plotting to blow up the Houses of Parliament. And my niece does so love the cocks.
Doubtless, madam. And the gunpowder plot was indeed a terrible business.
They say it was the doings of a group of young Catholic nobles from the Midlands, do they not? And that the gunpowder was ferried across the Thames at Lambeth under cover of darkness. Doubtless, 'twas the very same boat I did tell you about, Dr. Foreman. And of course, I must congratulate you for recognizing how right I was to be suspicious of that boat I saw. Now, I bid you tell me, and do not be coy, Dr. Foreman, was it your relaying of my information to the authorities that foiled the gunpowder plot? Did you and I save England from the Catholics?
I am afraid, madam, that I am not at liberty to confirm nor deny my involvement in the matter.
Ah, but oh my days! Are you ill, Dr. Foreman? Mayhap we are both troubled with the same disease, for my eyes do also twitch and prick with pain.
I did remark the condition of your eyes. They are very red in appearance, and you seem troubled with a hacking cough. For how long have you had these troubles?
Only these past few days, and as well as my eyes and my cough, I do also find it a trifle vexing to breathe.
Then let us now consult the stars. What ails Mistress Mary Payne?
Maybe she's dying. Oh, pardon me. The Quorn is suffering from bloodshot eyes, a condition characterized by itching that's coupled with her breathing. The Quorn lungs have been harmed by the inhalation of noxious odors. The Quorn suffering from the green sickness, a disease that can provoke short-windedness, owing up to the building of venereal frustration. Psychological factor. Venereal frustration? That doesn't seem... If I could put those two together, it'd be great. But noxious odors would cause the eyes to itch and all that. Because smells make your eyes water. Sure.
Ah, madam, your symptoms are occasioned by noxious odours. Most likely you did lately inhale a large volume of smoke. Mayhap your chimney requires cleaning.
Indeed it does not, Dr. Foreman.
Okay, then.
My cleanliness is unimpeachable.
Fine,
I
then.
have my maidservant scour the house from top to bottom every day.
Ah, then I cannot be sure what has occasioned your... Hold. What is that acrid odour? Methinks it does emanate from your clothing. Madam, have you been taking part in the anti-Catholic pogroms that Lambeth has witnessed these past days? The burning of houses and shops. The lynching of priests from trees upon Lambeth Green.
Mayhap I have, and what of it? You should be congratulating me and my ilk for keeping you safe, and for sending a clear message to those Catholics who would plot against our Parliament and blow us up with gunpowder.
Madam, these Catholics are our neighbours, our colleagues, and our friends. I beseech you to consider your actions, madam. Are not Catholics people too, just as we are? If you prick them, do they not bleed?
Aye, and their flesh does burn the same and all. I fear I do not follow your reasoning, Dr. Foreman.
Are they not subject to the same diseases, healed by the same cures as we are? And if not cured, then, alas, taken so soon, so needlessly. I did never have the chance to... Oh, my sweet Avis, can you ever forgive me?
Is something the matter with you, Dr. Foreman? On my honour, you do seem most troubled. Mayhap you should be going to consult with a doctor yourself. God keep you well, Dr. Foreman. Blessed day.
That's just terrible. The coroner did present a cough and difficulty breathing and irritation of the eyes. I did diagnose inhalation of noxious odors. Methinks the coroner was pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. I almost got her to 100. That's pretty impressive. Mayhaps we make a list of which shops and taverns are Catholic owned. Methinks our actions could be a trifle more organized. You wench.
Hear ye! Hear ye! London struck by plague. Playhouses closed by order of the king. Hear ye!
Be advised that if you are experiencing any of the following plague symptoms: fever, abdominal pains, lumps on your groin, oozing foul pus, send word to local authorities and a team of carpenters will be dispatched to your place of residence to board up your house so that you may not roam about infecting others. Please ensure dead loved ones are ready to be disposed or deposited in the plague cart when it passes each evening. Corpses deposited in the streets outside of collection hours will incur a fine of 1 shilling. How much longer do I got in this? Am I done? He's got one more. Done. 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 Dead. Done. Dead. Dead. Did not get to finish. I don't know why I didn't get that one. I'm sad that one didn't get to be finished. But I think I finished everything except for him. Alright, I was going to stop playing, but we'll finish it off.
Save us, Almighty Lord. Save us from the wrath of God. Upon us he hath wrought his vengeance, justice, pestilence, and death. With God, forsooth, is that not your job?
God give you good day, your grace. How fare you this...
Know you whether the plague will reach as far as Lambeth? Have you seen it in the stars?
Ah, the plague that has begun to spread throughout London. Rest assured, your grace, if the plague does indeed reach Lambeth, The people of Lambeth will have me, Dr. Simon Foreman, at their service. My renowned strong water cure will doubtless be
I
required.
bid you, read the stars for me now. Will or will it not reach Lambeth?
Of course, as it pleases your grace. Let us see what the stars have to say. Will the London plague reach beyond the city walls to Lambeth?
The rumor of the plague reaching Lambeth is not credible. Death from the plague is God's punishment for our sins. Gotta love that. I went to a church in another state, on a different part of the country from where in which I reside, and that was their thought process of COVID, that it was a plague, and it was God's judgment in the 11th hour. Yeah, no thank you. This is not God's punishment. The Archbishop has nothing to fear from the plague. He is but to exercise patience, and the threats will pass. Yeah, that works too. The Archbishop to do to stay in Lambeth and help fight the plague. Lambeth society may be peaceful now, but people can behave unpredictably during a grave health crisis. The Archbishop must embark upon a voyage. That doesn't make sense. That one. So this one is saying, how is it going to have calm and... Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. This is accurate. After COVID, this is very accurate. Everything seems okay, but people don't listen. That is accurate. We'll use truth.
Ah, yes. The stars are most clear on the matter. Very clear.
Then what do they
indeed.
say? Tell me.
Well, before I give you my answer, I would have your decision on granting me that medical license we spoke of on your previous visits. I am sorry, Your Grace, but I must insist upon it.
I would gladly do so, but I find my hands tied due to various episcopal and doctrinal... As I see you are determined not to let the matter rest, I will speak true. Some years ago, the Queen's physician, Dr. Richard Smith, did write me a letter on behalf of the College of Physicians. He warned me in the strongest terms against granting you a medical license. So you see, I cannot grant you a license without raising the ire of the College of Physicians.
But...
Now, Dr. Foreman. Doubtless you are thinking that a man of my position, one of the most powerful men in England, should not be so easily put off by such a letter. However, and methinks you know this from your own experience, the college is a terrifying organization that will stop at nothing to get their way. One would be better off defying the Queen herself than the licensed doctors of London. For whilst our Lord God in heaven may be merciful, the College of Physicians is not.
Verily, I must own that what you say is very true.
Well, isn't that just poppycock?
I will furnish you with a letter of recommendation to the University of Cambridge. They may confer upon you a medical degree, and thereby a medical license.
I thank you, Your Grace.
Now, prithee, answer my question.
I have bad news, Your Grace. Lambeth will not escape the plague this time. Things are quiet now, but as I learned during the plague of '92, events may change apace. You must leave Lambeth before it's too late.
I feared as much. I must begin preparations for the removal of the palace household to Sussex.
Before you go, Your Grace, I believe you were intending to write me a letter of recommendation.
Well, indeed, I will reflect on the quality of advice you have given me over the years, and if I judge that you have acted with some skill, then I will have my chaplain draft you a letter of recommendation and have it sent to you. Good day, Dr. Foreman.
He is most useless. The Coroner wished to know whether the plague, which has lately begun to spread throughout London, will reach as far as Lambeth. I did advise the Corn that the plague would reach Lambeth soon, and advised him to leave while he still can. He thinks the Corn is most pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. Deliver a sermon on the lessons we might learn from Noah and the flood. Sir, I thank you for your recent submission of several letters of recommendation. I am pleased to inform you that these letters, being sufficient quality and number, have been credited towards the obtention of a medical degree. Please find enclosed your license to practice medicine. John Cowell, Vice Chancellor, University of Cambridge.
Foreman gained a license to everyone's surprise. A true and proper doctor at last legitimized. And now he's risen up so far from whence he began. We'll be common folk still, see Foreman as our man.
Guys, I'm a doctor.
You cannot board at my house. 'Tis not a plague house. You are mistaken. I do not have the plague. Let me out of here. Know you not who I am, you fools? I am Simon Foreman, Doctor of Astrology and Physic. Fie upon those ungrateful wretches. Have I not always been there for them when they needed me? Am I not the doctor who risked his life to cure them during the plague of '92, when all the other doctors and their high-born friends fled London and left them to die? Indeed, mayhap next time I will think again before risking my life in the service of the townsfolk, if this is the way I'm to be repaid. And forsooth, if my deeds are so easily forgotten by the living, what chance is there for my work to be remembered by generations to come? What will the world know of me once I'm gone?
I don't know of him at all, so I feel bad. We have three options. How I'm remembered after I die. This speaks of quiet violence exacted by a genteel woman with hidden motives. What? My name will be mentioned in court during a famous legal battle. I remembered for having given something valuable to a psychopath to hide somewhere. Forsooth, how strange. Whatever could that be? A potion comprised of costly ingredients? It will be a long time before my ingenious contributions are properly recognized by historians. Good angels will ensure the manner of my death serves as a testament to the intelligence, accuracy, and soundness of my methods as an authority in the field of astrological science. My relationship with myself will change when I embark upon a voyage. To wit, my death will occur while traveling. Let's see if we can find anything about Dr. Foreman. Interesting. So, it looks like he's very notable. He's known being a lecherous little um, gentleman there. But it says that Dr. Foreman told his wife that he would die the following Thursday night, September the 12th. He said Monday came as well, all is well. Tuesday came, he's not sick. Wednesday came, he still was well, which was impertinent, which his impertinent wife did much twit him in his teeth. Thursday came and dinner was ended. He very well went down to the waterside, took a pair of oars to go to some buildings he was in hand with in Puddledock. Being in the middle of Thames, he presently fell down, saying, an impost, and so died, a most sad storm of wind immediately following. Interesting. So this one says he would die on a trip, right? And technically that's what happened. He was traveling in the midst of some water, and Yeah. But he's. So, yes, we'll go with this one.
What does this say? I will die while on a voyage. But I never go on voyages. Unless taking a boat across the Thames counts as such. Ah, I believe I have just predicted the manner of my own death. Oh, then, I had better note that down in my casebook, so that after my death 'twill be clear how truthful and accurate my astrological predictions verily are. For indeed, 'tis sure that after my death, my casebooks will be pored over and studied with. For my work is of great historical importance. And now that I have a medical license, not even the College of Physicians has the power to discredit me. But if I am to go forth into the world to make any further contributions to the advancement of medical science, I must find a way to pry these wretched boards off my front door. William! William! Fetch me a crowbar!
I did wish to know how I'll be remembered in the years to come. I did predict the manner of my own demise. I will be crossing the Thames in a boat. If you be historian reading this, pray take careful notes.
Long ago in England in 1592, there begins our tale, and all of it is true. Through all of London, newborn in faith it spread, casting folk in weeping sores and leaving thousands dead.
From towns and cities, doctors they did flee, leaving their patients to die in misery.
But one brave doctor stayed when all the cowards fled, right out of it because he was too sick to leave his bed.
For the made a plague cure and used it on himself, then left his house to restore Londoners to health.
Huzzah! 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 Huzzah!
Simon Foreman, Judas of the plague, his bruise
Some details are a little vague,
but we know he used
astrology and knows his from water. So what if he be not a proper licensed doctor?
But then the doctors started to come back, and saw themselves replaced by a man they call a quack. They said
This man has no medical degree. He treats his patients with bad astrology. So woman bow!
to get his license and make the doubters see that he was now the best doctor in the city.
I will pay no heed, he said.
To those who scoff and laugh, for my satisfied patients who speak on my behalf.
Simon Foreman,
Judas of the plague, his bruise
some details are a little vague, but we know he used astrology and knows his from water. So what if he be not a proper licensed doctor?
though he is not quite a proper doctor yet.
We already heard that song. Well.